MGT Token announces a massive renewable energy project. Hello, and welcome to another video of Crypto World, where we only discuss cryptocurrencies, NFT, and everything around them. But before we get started, it's important to remember that I'm not a financial advisor, and nothing in this video is financial advice. It's simply my market predictions based on my research. So let's start our video with a huge announcement of a hugely potential project. But before starting with MGT's project, you guys must know about what MGT is and what it has achieved until now. So let's start with the intro of MGT, or Megatech. MGT Solar Pty Ltd. is an alternative energy supply firm that is adopting the most advanced green sustainable energy technology to overcome feasibility issues while ensuring maximum efficiency and profitability. Because of the high demand for electricity supply, particularly in Africa, and one of the most significant challenges in developing feasible and sustainable green energy solutions, they needed to combine cutting-edge solar energy technology, revolutionary storage technology, and a dynamic funding model to ensure quick turnaround time and exponential profitability. They have formed strategic alliances with key individuals in the renewable energy industry and hired one of Africa's leading EPC, engineering, procurement, and construction, and technical teams to ensure that their 1x60 megawatt solar farm with 100 megawatt integrated storage, which will be built in southern Africa over the next 60 months, will change the landscape and set the bar for all future energy projects on our continent. Isn't it fascinating? Let us now discuss Megatech's MGT token. The MGT token will be backed by the actual corporation that owns the solar farms, and token holders will own a portion of the staking bonus and decisions made during normal business operations. Megatech, MGT, is leveraging the best social and cryptocurrency platforms, which are coupled with the sound business strategy and are backed by actual collateral and physical value. And now it's time to discuss what this project is. What were the problems highlighted and what did it solve? Until now, energy storage was not genuinely cost-efficient due to the high cost of storage cells and their relatively short lifespan. Another impediment was the lengthy process of finalizing, registering, complying with, and finding new energy projects. They will reduce the time it takes to commission their first solar plants from 60 months to 18 months by employing Megatech strategic relationships and ICO funding strategy. And this will significantly reduce project costs and fully eliminate the burden of finance costs while providing maximum returns to investors over a short investment horizon. The Megatech projects will apply for Gold Standard accreditation. The Gold Standard, also known as the Gold Standard for Global Goals, is a non-governmental emission reduction standard and logo certification mark program for initiatives in the Clean Development Mechanism, CDM, the voluntary carbon market, and other climate and development interventions. This is to ensure that the projects qualify not only for carbon tax offsets, but also for carbon credits and green investment. The entire project will be registered as a Gold Standard Clean Development Mechanism, producing carbon credits for Megatech over the life of the project, and decarbonization and the potential to reduce the off-taker's carbon footprint. In a nutshell, the Megatech project owns the RECs, Renewable Energy Certificates of the project, which have monetary value, and the off-taker who signed the PPA, Power Purchase Agreement, with Megatech benefits from lower CO2 emissions because they are consuming green energy rather than brown energy and have reduced their energy consumption. Renewable Energy Certificates, RECs, are a market-based instrument that recognizes the bearer of the owner of 1 megawatt-hour of electricity generated from a renewable energy resource. After the energy is delivered into the system by the power supplier, the REC can be sold on the open market as an energy commodity. Earned RECs can be sold as a carbon credit to other polluting companies, for example, to offset their emissions. Green tags, tradable renewable certificates, TRCs, renewable electricity certificates, and renewable energy credits are some of the alternative names for RECs. A renewable energy certificate, REC, serves as an accounting or tracking method for solar, wind, and other green energy sources when they enter the electricity system. Now, let's discuss the project's possibilities. Carbon taxes have already been imposed in 40 countries, as well as 20 cities and regions. According to a 2019 World Bank analysis on carbon pricing trends, a carbon price range of US $40 to $80 was required by 2020 to meet the targets set out in the 2015 Paris Agreement. Carbon costs might be more than sevenfold to US $120 per metric ton by 2030, as countries aim to restrict average global temperature rise to 2 degrees Celsius. Now, many of you may be wondering what carbon trading is, so let me make it clear. Carbon trading entails the sale and purchase of emissions credits, RECs, generated by a carbon reduction project and dispersed through a market or exchange. These trading programs are aimed to boost commercial and public sector engagement in GHG mitigation investments. A carbon credit or certified emission reduction, CER, or renewable energy equivalent term, REC, is generated under the CDM, Clean Development Mechanism, for each ton of carbon captured or avoided. CERs can be exchanged for a variety of different sorts of carbon credits, which vary depending on the purchaser and the kind of credits being exchanged. Given the country's emissions per capita and carbon intensity, South Africa is a sought-after candidate for CDM projects, the only one of the top 20 CDM host countries to be in Africa. In addition, the country boasts a less dangerous investment climate as well as a more advanced industrial and financial infrastructure than any other African countries. And because megatech enables carbon tax deduction utilizing green energy rather than brown energy to the off-taker, the MGT project will also be valid for carbon credits per year for green energy, which can be claimed each year for the next 17 years. Because South Africa is now a legalized carbon tax recoupment country, as previously stated, all persons will pay carbon tax from 1st June 2022 to 31st December 2022. After that, they will pay from January 1 to December 31 of each year. Furthermore, the effective storage on greenhouse gas emissions is dependent on the interconnections between storage and the entire grid. So yes, it increases RE penetration, but more importantly, when energy storage is charging during the duct belly, it absorbs and shifts power to the ramp neck, helping to cut greenhouse gas emissions by bypassing fossil ramping assets, which is a big GHG advantage amongst others. A greenfields project like Megatech would thus be obliged to register with the resurrected CDM, Clean Development Mechanism Program, under the DNA, Designated National Authority Program, which has already been made legislation by DMRE. So that concludes today's video, and I hope this information was helpful to you further. Do let us know below about your views related to the MGT. And I don't think anyone who believes in green energy would want to miss the opportunity to have them by just holding MGT and doing nothing. Now, if you have liked the video and found the content helpful, then don't forget to give this video a thumbs up and do subscribe to our channel to get us to more subscribers and for weekly content like this. Thanks for watching and see you in the next video. Until then, goodbye.